let's turn on the oven. We're gonna turn it on to maybe like medium heat, get this going, and then we are going to come over here. We're gonna take 150 grams of celery, 150 grams of carrots.
I'm running out of more space here.
150 bell pepper and 150 onion. We're gonna sweat this down.
I don't know what that even means. What does sweat this down mean?
Sweat it down.
Gonna
We're
work
gonna
it out, huh?
saute it. So we have some butter here. And some olive oil. No, this isn't olive oil, this is avocado oil. Just so that it doesn't burn. Because one has a higher smoke temperature, the other one does not. And we'll start adding our ingredients. So, pick
Throw it
one.
in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, we're making a vegetable meat marinara sauce.
Just want to eat it.
There's one right there. Or there's a green one somewhere.
I need to buy it.
Yeah. One that
Kiss the chef.
Yeah.
Is it carrots?
Yes, that's carrots. So there's celery, red bell pepper, carrots, and onion. Take on eternity, but I guess +1, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna wanna keep moving this around until it's translucent. So go ahead and start cooking the ground turkey.
Cooking it?
Yeah, brown that.
What do you mean?
Brown it,
Brown it?
throw it in the pan, get it some color.
You want me to just... Wait, do I take it out?
No, go over to the pan. This is 1 pound of ground beef. Put it in here. We give it the top.
I don't like mush this up or anything?
Not really.
You want me to just throw it in there?
Yeah, just plop her in there. You see what I did to the top to this? Oh, it's right there. You know this guy, just chill. Because we're really just looking for translucent. So, not to cross-contaminate, we can start just throwing in this. Eatiness in there. You can totally just omit the altogether, but for purposes of meat eaters, probably go turkey in their house. Also, this is going to shrink down like crazy. Let's put in some of our spice mixture, and we'll link this in the bio. About 5 grams onion powder, 10 grams sweet Spanish paprika, 5 grams garlic powder, 2 grams dried oregano, 2 grams crushed red peppers, 4 to 5 grams of salt, and we only put part of it in there and we're going to save it for later. One thing to know about salt and reducing a sauce is that it will reduce, and if you put too much salt in early, it's going to be super salty. So you can always salt, but you can't take away salt. Do you want to check on this?
Ah!
Yeah, no, put it down. There you go.
It's not that hot.
Like don't die. I'm gonna move this guy over here. I'm gonna move this to the front. And we're gonna go continue chopping mushrooms. Mushrooms are half of the meat base of our sauce.
Meat base?
Yeah, meat base.
Mushrooms?
Mushrooms. Portobello mushrooms are very meaty. Shit, you know what? We have to mix these into there. My bad. Turn on over here.
Are we mincing these up?
We're mixing the meat into the meat.
Are you mincing it?
The false meat. Yeah, chop that up and then we'll start putting it into the meat and cooking it down.
How many mushrooms are in here?
So these are going to cook down significantly.
Significantly?
Significantly. And you'll think, oh my god, that's like all meat. But just like, wait. At first you're like, that could never be meat. But wait till you taste it. This is garlic and this is 40 grams of garlic. We'll be putting this in soon. Be aware that garlic burns really fast, so it's one of the last things you want to add to something. But when you're like on high heat, if you're simmering, toss it in. But if you're on high heat, then you gotta watch it. We'll check back on. So these are getting translucent, just like I said they would. Nice and beautiful. And that's great. So let's go ahead and add our garlic to the back pot. Boom. Camera magic. You start smelling the garlic, you know that it's starting to kick in. Cool, so let's let that chill for a bit. And we're back to our turkey and mushroom mixture. So like, you don't have to tell anyone you're putting all these vegetables in, because I promise by the end of this recipe, they won't know. They won't know. Add the mushrooms.
You said add the mushrooms?
Yeah.
Most life dishes. It's pretty easy. Got Rog. Problem solving all over the place.
Take it down. Bring it. Yeah.
Throw it in there and keep stirring.
Keep on stirring. Keep on stirring.
Keep on stirring.
So we don't brown it up too much?
No, keep going. The mushrooms are releasing their own juices anyways, so it's not gonna overcook. I mean, even if it does overcook, it's gonna be like in so much liquid that no one's gonna tell the difference. That's why turkey works in this recipe. Because turkey is normally pretty dry, but there's so much sauce going on. So we're gonna check on our back burner.
Translucent.
Translucent AF. Okay, so we're gonna start adding in our tomato.
Tomato.
So we have 2 cans of fine roasted tomatoes. They're crushed. The only important part is that they're crushed tomatoes. These are 28 ounces. We're gonna dump these in there. Sounds like a rough college night.
You know what? Maybe don't block the light. As I think about it. What are you doing over there?
And we have 2 cans of tomato sauce. They're both 8 ounces. Don't let that get happy.
Boom, Shazam.
And also a secret ingredient
Crack.
to like, yeah, just put crack in it. It's actually brown sugar. It's gonna help cut with the acidity. I don't know. You scoop it with your heart.
So what is that?
Brown sugar. And we actually still need some. This is tomato paste. We're gonna squeeze some in there so that it cooks with that. How many grams do you think that is?
I don't know. Am I a drug dealer? I don't know.
I mean, it's like an 1/8. Mix that in there.
That's good to me.
Okay, so we're gonna mix the back pot. So this is gonna chill, like hard chill, for a while. Yeah, we can start adding this into this.
Having the time of my life. The pasta into the, or the paste into
The meat into the back
sauce?
one. Or we could, yeah, bring the other one forward or whatever works. Cool. So we can start adding the meat in there. And then we can let it do its thing. And it's gonna simmer for about maybe an hour, if I'm being honest. No, dummy. We keep going through it. Okay. So make sure that you have gloves around. Oh, my bad. You know how danger be?
Ow!
Danger be like that. My bad. We're gonna put more of our mixture in there, or the other half of it, and we're gonna let it do its thing. Okay, so this is going to simmer. Okay, so we're gonna start making the filling, but this is 50 grams of parm. This is a 32-ounce container of ricotta. We have 150 grams of spinach, and this is 2 pounds of mozz, but we're not gonna use all of it. And we have 2 eggs. Whoa. So we're gonna slop this in there.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Here's the thing.
Spoon's in here. This is gonna be one of our layers. That's not as bad as I think it is. It's not too far from butter, so I like butter.
We're gonna put a couple puffs of oregano in there. I imagine this is less than 2 grams. And some black pepper. Same situation. Give it some tang. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of crushed red pepper. Measure that with your heart. Okay, we're gonna crack some eggs in here. The eggs are gonna act as a binder for this to spread better. And we're gonna add some spinach. It seems like a lot, but it's not going to be a lot. After it cooks down, it'll be like nothing.
Do it. We're just looking as we're mixing how spinach has consolidated. It will continue to do that when it cooks. It happens.
So we've got our filling mixture. Let's add a little bit of this mozzarella, just like a handful. Keep the rest for topping, just to get a nice layer. Okay, and set this aside. Cool. There you go. So we've let our sauce simmer. We're gonna start assembling our lasagna. These are no-bake noodles. We have preheated the oven to 350. So let's go ahead and put some sauce down on the bottom so it doesn't stick.
Especially with no-bake noodles.
So let's go ahead and set our first layer. About 4 noodles. Now we're gonna put our ricotta spinach mixture down. And be generous with it. Spread that out. Go ahead and put some sauce down.
It's like a half of my chapter.
Okay, now we're gonna put our cheese. This is the leftover from the pound we had. Okay, and we're gonna repeat this.
Do it too much? Get it spread out. Go back with some sauce. And a little bit more cheese.
And I think we could do one more layer.
That's just extra.
We'll go ahead and put more sauce.
And then top of the cheese.
Then we're gonna go ahead and top it with the last of our cheese.
So, you need more cheese?
So I have an extra bag of cheese here. Maybe some kind of cheese. Mozzarella, right? There's already a pound in here, and this would be a pound and a half. You want to grate the cheese?
Yeah, grate it. I will grate the cheese.
Grate it. Be great.
No, I don't want to. How
Be great.
Grate cheese.
Be great.
Downward?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume I'm doing a good job.
Just keep going. Because there's never enough cheese unless you're a weirdo like some people.
Gross. What's the other side do?
Grate some of this too.
Oh.
That's Parmesan. This is Parmesan. That's mozzarella. We're just doing finishing touches, so maybe you would need, I don't know, whatever your heart desires. Just when you buy the block, just grate the whole thing. You measure cheese with your heart. The recipe will call for a moderate one, but your heart will tell you how much cheese you actually need. Oh, she's heavy. She's thick.
I got scared because I thought it was hot.
I could see how that would. See where you are? Start grating the other one.
I will grate this. Which side should I grate?
Doesn't matter.
This one for sure smells worse than the other one.
Parmesan has a smell, but. So I'm assuming he grated about 4 ounces of that. Maybe about another 40 grams of that. But once again, measure that shit with your heart.
And this one's like, this block is much smaller than the other block though.
Yeah. It's condensed and it's more aged. Alright, I think that's good.
I think you're good.
I am though.
Wash this disgusting residue off my hands.
Cheese. How dare the cheese.
Oh.
So our oven is to temp. And we're gonna put this in the oven. And
What temperature is that?
350. So we're supposed to cover this, and we're gonna cover it lightly only because we put cheese on top and I don't want it to stick. Cover it with aluminum foil. Tent it. We're gonna bake this for about 40 minutes. Can you open our oven, sir? Yeah. Get some tenting action happening. Open? This guy is heavy. Ugh. We'll see you. We're gonna bake it for about 40 minutes. The last 10 minutes we're gonna take the top off, but you know how that goes. Once you take your top off.
Okay. Cover her and then what?
Put it back in.
And you just put it back in?
Yeah. She's heavy. So we're gonna switch it to broil. On high. I'm gonna turn it off. I'll let her get a crust. You want those golden bubbles. But look at this baby. Damn, she is gorgeous. Now you have to wait for this to chill. Like, you would technically like to cut into it now, but you want it to solidify. So wait about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So now we're gonna cut into our lasagna. The key is patience, and I don't think we had patience. But let's look at this. Oh, god damn it. Sure it'll taste good.
So we have waited a little longer?
We should have waited.
It's good. It's good.